Back on the SportsMax zone, we switch gears now to motorsport, where Jamaica's Fraser McConnell is set to compete in the NRX event set for the Glen Helen Raceway in California. That comes up on Sunday. The event is the 4th of 10 in the 2022-23 series. McConnell is third in the standings after overcoming a nightmare crash to start the start of the third event. The Nitro Rallycross in Minneapolis. McConnell says he's rearing to put on a great show for his fans and sponsors, and he now joins us live via Zoom. Fraser, welcome to the SportsMax Zone. Great to have you on. And after seeing that high drama crash that you had in Minneapolis, we're happy to know that you are well and ready for action. And may I start there? Just how ready are you for Sunday?
Yeah, man. First of all, thank you for having me. And we've fully recovered, been back in the gym on my regular routine, and you know, mentally and physically prepared to go out there and get the job done as always.
Yeah, based on the series standings at the moment, you are positioned third. How optimistic are you that you can improve your position and challenge for the series title?
Big time. I really liked this track last year. It's a motocross style. There's 7 or 8 jumps. If they haven't changed it from last year, it would be the same. And I really love the technical aspect of the jumps. You can't take every one of them flat out. You kind of have to adjust your speed for each one to make sure the landing is all right, and you know, you're getting the maximum speed out of each sector. But you know, really looking forward to it, and you know, head up and ready to get going.
Yeah, Fraser, the motto for the event is cars that fly and tracks that thrill. So are we expecting to see some thrilling performances from you? You just started by explaining the track, but you know, maybe you can tell us a bit more, because it's set to be really, really exciting.
Yeah, this is going to be the biggest gap jump of the season so far. So for people that don't know, it's the takeoff and the landing are completely separate. There's nothing in between. So if you're jumping short, then you're going to have a bad day. And this one is about 100 feet gap. So we're going to have to be making sure that we have good exit speed out of the corner to make sure that the car is making the gap and you know, turning some good laps. But it's 100% gravel. The only part of tarmac is the start, so we can get a fast launch. These cars go 0 to 100 in just about 2 seconds. So it's quite a wild ride in these electric machines.
Right, and a bit about the format now, because it's 2 days of competition, and I think although if you don't make it to first and second, there's an opportunity to still be in the final. So tell us a bit about that format.
Sure, so Saturday is the battle brackets and the qualifying. So we do our free practice and then we go into our time practice. That sets us up for the battle seeding heat. And depending on where you finish in the battle seeding heat, that places you in a bracket to go head-to-head. And if you win, you move on to the next bracket. If you lose, your day is done. And if you make it to the final of the battle bracket, you will get to start at the front of the race for Sunday. So Saturdays are a lot of racing, but not as many cars on the track as Sunday. But a very, very crucial part of the weekend, because it sets you starting position for the main race on Sunday.
Right, so the competition starts on the 29th. Any preparations, any fine-tuning you need to do before the big day?
So tomorrow is jump practice. We're just loaded in with dry rainbow racing and JC racing technique to set up the tent and go through the car and make sure all the little tweaks from the last race have been set, and just making sure we have a good package to go out there and make sure the A-Shock car and the Jamaica car are going out there with a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, Fraser, I want to go back quickly to the start of this month when you had that crash which we referred to just now. For our viewers who may not be fully aware of exactly what it takes to prepare a vehicle, I saw the video of the crash that you had on the Saturday, and you explained that your team worked all day Saturday night to get the car ready for Sunday. Now, it for me takes a bit of explaining how you could possibly get that car ready within 24 hours after it suffered so much damage. What goes into that?
No, like I tell everybody, the crash looked bad because it was very bad. You know, basically everything that was on the car had to be changed. The only thing that was good was the battery and the electric motors. But I mean, body panels and roll cage, all of that stuff was changed. And you know, the dry rainbow and JC guys, they didn't sleep a wink. I stayed at the track until 11:30, 12, and then had to go and get some rest to, you know, be focused for the Sunday. But by the time I came down from my hotel room to get my breakfast, they were just rolling in from being at the track all night fixing the car, and just had a shower and went right back to it.
Yeah, so to be clear, they didn't sleep all night. And were they confident at the outset on Saturday night that they could have repaired the vehicle for Sunday's action?
For sure. I mean, they're the best team in the world, and they're trained for scenarios like this. You know, in an ideal world, you never ever want to test their abilities of being able to repair a car overnight like that. But you know, they're well equipped with knowledge and experience and motivation more than anything to make sure that they can support the team in their role for situations like this.
Yeah, well, it must give you a lot of confidence and sort of a reinforcement of the quality of your team, Fraser, if your car was pretty much wrecked on Saturday and you were good enough, or the vehicle was good enough to take you to a third place finish the day after.
For sure, and I mean, I say it as much as I can. The racing is, the drivers get all of the glory of, you know, being behind the spotlight, and, you know, you're on the podium, you're receiving a trophy. But the guys that work the hardest are the ones in the team and in the tent and underneath the car. And they don't get enough praise, so I want to take this chance to, you know, big up the Dry Rainbow and JC guys, because, you know, the amount of effort they put in, they want to win just as much as I do. And, you know, when the car is in the tent, that's their time to shine. And they never fall short of that. So, you know, without them, there is no team and there is no car. So, you know, they're a big part of everything.
Yeah, fully understand that. I know that there are a lot of motor racing fans right through the Caribbean. Your take on the Nitro Rallycross series, Fraser, and how much traction it's gaining in the motorsport viewing world, and also it's being shown live on SportsMax when you're competing. How satisfied are you with the growth of this form of motorsport?
You know, very good so far. Following up from last year, we had 5 events. This year, we're going up to 9. Unfortunately, one had to be put off until next year, but we're still a 9-event calendar. We're the pioneers of the electric rallycross era, and you know, we've really taken that market by storm. It's the best drivers in the world right now. You know, get the opportunity to race against my childhood hero, Charles Pastrana, and you know, we've gotten him 2 or 3 times this year so far. So looking forward to going out on home soil. On their home soil, and you know, take back some silverware. Yeah, but you know, as a series overall, they've really done a good job of getting the TV package. Like you said, SportsMax is showing all the races, and just the reach that they're getting, you know, TV channels in Europe, in China, in Australia, in Canada, you know, all over. It's really getting a lot of traction, and we're making electric exciting.
Yeah, and Fraser, just for some additional information for our viewers, the difference between the electric-powered vehicles and the traditional petrol-powered vehicles, having done both, what are the differences? What are the ins and outs of the electric cars compared to the traditional ones?
So, for starters, is sound. You know, we don't have the same combustion engine sound that we normally have, but that is, you know, more than made up with the raw power that these cars are putting out. Last year's car had 600 horsepower. This year it has 700 kilowatts. That equates to just about 1,000 horsepower, and there is no lag. You know, there's no turbo lag. It's as soon as I can put my foot down on the pedal, is as fast as the power is being put out to the wheels, and it is a handful to control, but it makes for great racing. And the good part is that all of these cars are made under the same roof. So, you know, it comes down to who's going to drive the best on the given day. So no excuses for budget or who had more test time. It's a real level playing ground, which makes for a great show. Yeah,
and we know you have all the skill, Fraser, to deliver on the track. All the best for the weekend. Great having you on the show again.
Yeah, respect, guys, and tune into SportsMax. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Welcome, Fraser McConnell, and thanks for talking to us. Back with more on the SportsMax Zone.